You're building another art museum called the Guggenheim. Now, Louvre is big enough. Why do you need a Guggenheim as well, right next door?
I think it's a great question. I think the beautiful thing about the UAE and Abu Dhabi is we live with over 200 nationalities. And in doing so, they have become a part of the country's and the city's fabric. And we need to celebrate that. So we need to celebrate everybody's identity, everybody's background, everybody's heritage, everybody's history. And what a beautiful way in doing so in these beautiful institutions. These museums are educational institutions and they're community institutions. So we wanted to curate really a story where you come to Saadiyat Cultural District and you, if you allow me to curate the story, you start off at the Natural History Museum. And at the Natural History Museum, you get a glimpse and you get an understanding of how we came to be, how our Earth came to be, how our universe came to be, from a scientific perspective. Once you leave the Natural History Museum, you go to our National Museum, the Sheikh Zayed National Museum. There, you understand the history of this great land, not just the history of the country, but the people of this land that have been a part of this land for over 300,000 years. You get a glimpse of what the past and the present and the future looks like here in the UAE. From there, you maneuver yourself to the Louvre, Abu Dhabi, which is a beautiful universal museum. It is universal in its thematic approach. So there, you basically see a part of you on an equal pedestal with the entire world. Then you leave to the Guggenheim, Abu Dhabi, which is a contemporary art museum focusing on art from the late 1940s to today. But it looks at it at a truly global perspective. So yes, you will see art from Pollock or Rothko or Basquiat or Warhol, but it's going to be side by artists from Kenya, from Nepal, from the Philippines, and all over the world. We have taken it upon ourselves to make sure that art within the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi is showcased not just from a Western perspective, but a truly global South perspective.
If you wanted to build a modern or contemporary art museum, why couldn't you just build one? Why did you have an affiliation, or why do you have an affiliation with Guggenheim? What can they do for you?
So it's a mixture of things, similar to the Louvre. First is a fantastic opportunity of transfer of knowledge, working side by side with that fantastic team at the Guggenheim New York and the Guggenheim Bilbao, and working on how we can detail this museum together. Compounded by that, you're taking years and blueprints of acquisition committees, of curatorial committees, museography committees, and you're taking them and then you're evolving them to your wants and to your needs.
Where are your tourists principally coming from?
Really from all over the world. But I think if I'm going to look at my top 5 destinations, you're looking at the Indian market, the Chinese market, the Russian market, the UK market, of course, the Western European market, whether it's Germany or France. So they're really coming from everywhere.
What about the Americans? Are they showing up?
Absolutely. So we have seen a double-digit growth over the last 2 years with American tourists coming from the US.